as many as possible. We want to manage this program in a dignified manner. Firstly, let me acknowledge the presence of Umungameli, President Ramaphosa, who's leading our delegation. He will speak.
That's ANC newly elected Treasurer General Paul Mashatile addressing delegates there. Of course, we know it's the run-up to the 106th ANC anniversary celebrations that will be taking place in the Eastern Cape. We cross live to that now.
National Chairperson is also here. Sometimes we forget, we still call him SG, National Chair. Secretary General had to rush to the Eastern Cape this 9 in the morning, Comrade Ace Mahashula. And Comrade JC couldn't make it, but we are prepared on the ground for January 8th. So ninga mangalite lama dota hamba wodwa nje kwenze njani. Yes. There are a number of NEC members who are here with us. I may not see some of you, so ninkolele if I don't see you. I saw Comrade Batabile that side, who saw the president of the ANC Women's League. But Comrade Timkosazana, also member of the National Executive Committee. Ukabazela ukhona la naye, member of the National Executive Committee. Comrade Malus, umphathi weimali zikahulumeni ukhona la. Umaqingwane, also NEC member ukhona la. Ukhona ongambonanga NEC. Should I say all protocol observe? And we also have been received by comrades in the province who have been going around with us. Comrade Sihle is here, Comrade Willis, and other leaders who have been going on this program with us since Sunday. Siyajabula maqabane kudendlela nisamukele ngayo. The leadership decided that we should visit the grave sites of our various former presidents. Skale Friday kwa OR Tambo, Boksburg, Gauteng on the 5th. Safiga like KZN on Sunday. But we also decided would see Kwanongoma just to pay our respect to the king. Nisbonile sishaya into zakhona. So next time we'll just make sure basinikeze nalama bheshu singagqoka amasudu. I must say that we have been well received since we have arrived. And also, as the president was saying, the spirit of the comrades in KZN here working together as a team with us on this program. So we are here to pay respects now to our former president, Chief Luthuli. We have done, as I said this morning, Siego graveside Gabab Dube, and we also went to the home of Ubab Pixley Gaseme, because his grave is not here in KZN. Mabuze Sempumalang, so Southfig Mpumalang to the grave. I know that you have done a proper heritage site. A progress means out Kubega Sizoya Nakubab Mandela. We just need to agree on the date. Babu Tuma and Khobusani and all the leaders. but also to visit various traditional leaders and kings throughout the country. So for now, a program, the way I look at it, kune devotion yabafundisi at the beginning. Reverend Mkhize uyozosikhokhela to do the devotion. Bese-ke there are few speakers engizozibiza zibeka amazwi before President akhuluma nathi. President uzakhuluma-ke about this whole entire program yethu of visiting, why we're doing it, where we're going to be going, and the importance of our renewal. Reverend Mkhize ukhona. Introducing, I mean, I thought, President Mandela once told me a story, says, you must never think people know you. He told us a story that there was this group of women who came to greet him very warmly. Hey, how are you? So nice to see you. And so on. Somebody said, by the way, who are you? So, my name is Paul Mashatile, Treasurer General of the ANC. So, Reverend Oko, magnikezeke umfundisi enze i-devotion.
Kuyobongwa namaqhawe aphiwe nemiqhele abuse njalo nenkosi
We're live visuals coming to you there from KwaZulu-Natal, where we've just seen newly elected Treasurer General of the ANC, Paul Mashatile, addressing delegates, of course, at that ANC wreath-laying ceremony, taking a look back at the former leaders, taking some respect to them as the ANC looks forward to commemorating its 106th birthday. Obviously, that's today on January 8, but the celebrations will only be taking place in the Eastern Cape on the 13th of January 2018. We know that it's going to be Cyril Ramaphosa's first January 8th statement as ANC president. Let's go back to that.
Program Director, Baba Umhlonishwa Uma Shatile, ubuholi bonke obuphezulu benhlangano, nobuholi bonke ezimazingeni onke ahlukahlukene nezakhiwo ezihlukahlukene zikakhongolose, izikhulu zikahulumeni ezikhona kusuka emazingeni aphansi ohulumeni basekhaya kuze kuyofika kuhulumeni omkhulu wezwe lakithi, umndeni wakwaLuthuli, ithina sonke esikhona ukuzohlonipha lomcimbi nalenkonzo. Ngicela ukubingelela abefundisi abakhona bonke. Nginibingelela nonke ngokuzithoba egameni elihle lenkosi nomsindisi wethu uJesu Kristu. Thula kwenkosi makube nani. Kuyintokozo enkulu kimina egameni lebandla lase UCCSA, ibandla likaBaba Luthuli nomndeni wakhe, ukuthi ngithathele lithuba nginamukele ngisho ukuthi sijabule kakhulu ukuthi nibe khona namhlanje. futhi ke mongameli besiyophatheka kabi ukuba anifikanga ngoba vele nijwayele ukufika. So uma kuthiwa nibahambelile abanye nangafika la ekhaya, we will have been indeed sad about that, but that nifikile, we are so grateful. Ngicela ke ukuthi ngifunde nje amazwi amafishane. Sengizwile ngo program director that we are working under time constraints. Ngakho ke nami I am not going to delay the program, but I think it is fitting that I read the word of God, so that as we pray sesilizwile izwi likaNkulunkulu. I read from the letter of Paul to the Ephesians, chapter 6, and I am reading from verse 10. Ephesians chapter 6, reading from verse 10. Elokugcina inani enkosini nasemandleni ayo amakhulu. Hlomani izikhali zonke zikaNkulunkulu ukuze nibe namandla okumelana namaqhinga kaSathane. Inkosi ayibusise leli lizwi manje uze kube phakade. Amen. Bengiyodwebela amagama ambalwa kulama verse amabili engiwafundile. The first one would have been elokugcina. Inani kubo number 2. Bese ngithi hlomani ukuze nibe namandla okumelana namaqhinga kaSathane. My message is, thina njengebandla, we as the church, understanding izinto zonke ezenzekayo ezweni lethu, ezinhle ezimnandi esijabulelayo masibona sishaya ifuba, nalezo zinto esithi uma sibona kwesinye isikhathi zingasiphathi kahle zibe buhlungu. Understanding ama challenges nobunzima kwesinye isikhathi izwe lakithi nobuholi obubhekana nazo, kuvele kube sobala ukuthi umuntu yena ngokuhlakanipha kwakhe nangamandla akhe akulula ukuthi ahambe phambi kwabantu ngesibindi aphumelele kukho konke akwenzayo. Ingakho nje ngithi ngiyawa underline amagama athi kudingeka ubuholi noma kudingeka abantu abazohamba phambili abaqinile, abangaqinile ngokuhlakanipha kwabo kodwa abaqiniswe bamiswa uNkulunkulu. Abantu abahlomile, ngoba noma ngabe impi asiboni ilwa ngokwenyama, kodwa sibambene nenyama negazi, kodwa sibambene nempi yokomoya. Umuntu angacabanga noma ingayiphi indlela, kodwa nokuphathwa kwezwe kuyimpi yokomoya. Kuliwa nobani? Kuliwa nokuzama ukuletha inhlalakahle empilweni zabantu. Kuze kwenzeke lokho kwenzeke kahle ngokuthula, siyayidinga i-intervention ukungenelela kukaNkulunkulu. I therefore say to you today that as the church, we are praying for our country, South Africa. And it excites us, mongameli, ngesinye isikhathi nabanye uma sizwa kukhulunywa noma nikhuluma ngalezi zinto esithandazelayo ukuthi zenzeke ezweni lethu, sinizwa nigcizelela udaba oluthinta ubunye, oluthinta iunity, ngoba we may not be heard, but at the background, we are indeed praying for unity, nenhlalakahle, nempumelelo yabantu bakithi, nempumelelo yenu njengobuholi siyayithandazela ukuthi yenzeke, kodwa unento zonke for that to happen kufanele ukuthi sikuzwe njengoba sikuzwa kuqhamuka kunina nikusho, so that uNkulunkulu ezokwazi ukuthi akwenze kuphumelele. Ngesinye isikhathi imthandazo yethu akufanele iphambane naloko enicabangayo ngoba kuzoba sengathi uNkulunkulu akaphendule, kodwa uma ngikuzwile namanje kuseni nikhuluma nge-unity, nikhuluma ngokuthula, nikhuluma ilanguage ethandazwa ibandla, kunaloko nikhuluma ilanguage kaBaba uLuthuli oyilunga noma wayilunga laleli bandla. So you can be rest assured that the church is indeed praying for you, because lezi zinto ayithinti nje nina nodwa. Mase sihlangene la ngesonto sikhonza, labazalwane bonke bengasayigqokile lo mfanisi abawugqokile basuke sebegqoko wasesontweni. Ngakho labantu abayingxenye yalo hambo, abantu nathi esi engage nabo insuku zonke. Mhlambe nina manikhuluma ngepoverty, nikhuluma nayo nibuka kude, thina siphila nayo every Sunday, every day njengabefundisi siphuma singena sihlangana nabantu abakuleso simo okwenza ukuthi njengoba sithandazela ukuthi imisebenzi yenu ikwenze kube ngcono nathi ukusebenza kwethu. So ngifuna ukuthi ngithi nje ibandla likaNkulunkulu liyathandaza, lithandazela ukuthi kube khona ukuthula ezweni lethu, lithandazela ukuthi kube khona ubulungiswa ezweni lethu. Kodwa kuzokwenzeka kanjani? Kuzokwenzeka ngokuthi nine nisiholayo ebuholini nani nikhuluma ilanguage efana nelanguage ethandazwa ibandla. Ngalamazwi ngicela ukuthi inkosi nibusise, hlomise ngokuhlakanipha okungekona okwenu kodwa kuvele ezulwini, ukuthi konke esikwenzayo sikwenze kodwa singakhohlwa ukuthi sihola abantu bakaNkulunkulu, noNkulunkulu sibhekile ukuthi sibahola kanjani. Ngicela ngokusithoba okukhulu umfundisi uNxumalo, the chairperson of Ministers Fraternal yakwaDukuza, kubeze ngaphambili asithandazele.
Ngicela sivala amehlo. Baba wethu othandekayo, baba onamandla onke, emini yantambama sikulendlu uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele, uBaba uLuthuli owanikela ukuphila kwakhe, wakunikela ukuba aseve isizwe, waphinde futhi wanikela impilo yakhe, wayinikela Nkosi ezandleni zakho ukuba khonze wena, adumise wena. Baba wethu ongcwele siyabonga ukuthi uBaba uLuthuli akazange Nkosi yami ethe phusha umzabalazo akhohlwe uwe uNkulunkulu. Baba siyathandaza uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele, nangu upresident we-ANC, nansi top 6 uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele phambi kwethu, nansi NEC, nanka ama-leaders uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele ANC kuyinhlaka zonke. Siyathanda baba wethu ongcwele ukunikela upresident, udeputy, ukubanikela Nkosi yami ezandleni zakho. Siyathandaza baba egameni likaJesu ukuba baba besayilidi organization, ubaphe Nkosi wisdom owayinikeza uSolomon ngelinye ilanga, ubanikeze Nkosi wisdom owayinikeza uDavid ngelinye ilanga. Siyayithandazela Nkosi organization, siyalisitha uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele esingahlasela isithu Sathane esesizwile ngayo, esingadiliza konke Nkosi yami okwenziwa ama-leaders asendulileyo. Siyathandaza baba, yenze lenhlangano ibe munye uNkulunkulu onamandla onke. Siyakhuleka egameni likaJesu, uthe Nkosi uqala kokuhlakanipha ukwazi wena. Sikhulekela abaholi bethu uNkulunkulu onamandla onke, sibalethe ezandleni zakho kuyo yonke imisebenzi abayenzayo. Wena Nkulunkulu ungabalibali nabo Nkosi, bangakulibali wena ongumqalisi nomphelelisi wokukhola kwethu. Thatha udumo egameni elihle lenkosi yethu Jesu Kristu. Amen.
Lebitso la Modimo ha le roriswe. Ka malenkosi malibongo. Regional Chair Sondela ngokunikeza nje 3 minutes. Bese after that Bab Gumede, the chairperson of Luthuli Museum Sondela. Also 3 minutes.
Program Director, Treasurer General, angibonga ukuthola leli thuba. Angithathe leli thuba ngibingelele President of the African National Congress, Deputy President, usihlalo kazwelonke, Baba kwathi sakubingelele. NEC members uMamkhosazana, Baba uKhabazela, Baba uMacingwane, provincial leadership led by Zikalala Macingwane, Mam Nomsa, Usiwa, Unobhala, Ngamalala. Sibingelele umndeni wakaLuthuli wonke ihlobo nabo bonke abasondelene nomndeni. Sibingelele ubuholi obukhona be-region, Women's League, REC's Youth League. Sibingelele ubuholi be-PPF obukhona lapha phakathi kwethu. Umphakathi wonke okhona amalunga ka-African National Congress. Was so privileged as a region of Greater Kwadukuza ukuba nomcimbi ofana nalo. Masibonge kakhulu ukuthi sibe ingxenye ye region evakashelwa ubuholi after i-national conference ye-ANC. Sibonga kakhulu, sizizwa si-connecta kakhulu nomlando ka-African National Congress njoba sazi ukuthi njoba sila sisendaweni uBaba uLuthuli ayisebenzisa kakhulu u-influence society ukuthi ibe ingxenye yomzabalazo wokukhulula izwe lakithi. Sibonga kakhulu si Greater Kwadukuza region. We want to commit ourselves, President, as we can see ukuthi ANC after the conference is united, and siyabonga as leadership ukuthi we can see a light of unity in the ANC. Sifuna ukubonga kakhulu bonke abantu, sibonge nakuMamkhosazana, as we know ukuthi ke she was contesting, but the message was clear, which I think is embrace us sonke and is reviving us. And we have learned a political education ever from this conference that uma that sinemibono after a decision is taken by majority we submit. And we therefore submit ourselves to the leadership and committing ourselves to assist wherever we can to play our role to ensure that there is unity in the ANC and we restore dignity of the ANC among the society. So we are all welcome. I'm privileged to address the NEC. I'm sure it's the last time, but I'm so privileged that I'm addressing the NEC. It means in the next conference I might be somewhere there. So thank you very much. You're all welcome.
Siyabonga sihlalo. Siyabonga sihlalo. Viva ANC, viva. Long live the spirit of Chief Luthuli, long live. Bab Gumede Sondela. Sondela Bab Gumede. 3 minutes.
Your Excellency, President of the ANC and the leadership of the ANC, my task is very easy, is to say to you, welcome to Cloudville. Welcome to a place which Chief Luthuli called it's his home, is the home of his fathers. Welcome to a place where Chief Luthuli tried all he could to implement radical economic transformation that still puzzles us today. If you look across the river here, you'll see 2 tall chimneys. Those 2 tall chimneys represent a sugar mill that was started by Africans here in Cloudville. And Chief Luthuli spent a big part of his life fighting for those millers to survive. And the government made sure that they are suppressed and the sugar mill ended up being taken over by a white company. Welcome to a place where Chief Luthuli fought for the peasant farmers until he formed the Cloudville Cane Growers Association, which became the Natal African Cane Growers Association. So the problems that we are dealing with today started long ago. The difference is that now the African Congress is a governing party, it's not a liberation movement. Our duty is to keep the heritage of Chief Luthuli and market it all over the world. We try the best we can. All we'll ask you to do for now is that you keep two things in your diaries. First is the Luthuli walk that happens around the weekend of Chief Luthuli's death, which is July 21. And then the second one, this year in fact is actually on July 21, the date of his death. And the second one is the Luthuli Memorial Lecture, which happens in November in conjunction with the University of Natal, KwaZulu-Natal. We would really like to see participation of the ANC leadership at all levels in these two events, because these are our apex events in highlighting the life of Chief Luthuli. In those short words, I say welcome and thank you for coming to Cloudville.
Sabonga Bab Gumede, we will note all those programs. I remember some of them. Memorial lecture, I did it when I was Minister of Arts and Culture, no Kabazel. Dr. Luthuli Sonde, Albertina, the daughter of Bab Luthuli, to speak for the family.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it 3 minutes? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, well, if it's 3 minutes, ngizobingelela uPresident we-African National Congress. Omusha, ngithi kuyena President, sithokozile kakhulu ukuthi inyawo zakho zihambe zifinyelele lapha. Siyabonga kakhulu. Isonto leli elenza nangizothi ubaba. Umholi we-ANC uChief Albert Luthuli abe ilento ayiyona. Yeah. Ngoba yazi politiki umihamba nento ethile ubukhola. Ungakhola noma kanjani. I don't care. Ziningi indlela zokuthi ngiyikholwa. Kukhona into ekhona kumuntu la ngaphakathi. You know, okuthiwa ke iyona enkulu edlula konke. Ohlale uyiconsulta. Ehlala ikhuluma nawe njengomuntu oyedwa. So lapha ke la ufike khona impela ngizothi ufike endaweni yomuntu owayibambe kokobili. Owayibambe kokobili eqinile. Siyabonga kakhulu, ngiyabonga Deputy President. Yeah. Uke wafika uPresident before. Ubeseke wafika nje kodwa ke kwaku 2 minutes. Not even 3 minutes. A museum, you know, what you call lightning, with lightning speed. Yeah, wayidlula. Siyabonga kakhulu. Bese ngithi ke ngibonga bonke engizobabiza ngokuthi izikhulu ze-ANC. Angizochitha isikhathi lapha. Kodwa ke siphethe lapha uchairperson we-ANC, siphethe top 6, siphethe i-NEC, siphethe isigaba ngegaba ngizothi protocol observed. Yeah. Manje na into enkulu ekhona ukuthi ukufika kwethu la engizothi njengabantu mhlambe abaningi la endlini ba i-ANC. Kodwa ke ngiyethemba ukuthi umbindi nje khona nabanye. Yeah. Ngoba thina sifuna ukubona lokho kwenzeka. Niyazini, we should work towards a two-party system. Manje noma khona amaphatha u-2011 nakho konke lokho. Ukuhola kuba nzima, two-party system. Now, siyabonga bathi. Manje President, I think into enkulu engifisa ukuyibeka ukuthi kuyasithokozisa ukubona wena nabo bonke baholayo nithatha lama round enwathathayo. Yeah. Kuyasithokozisa kakhulu thina sibadala. You know. Ngoba manjena kwenza sibone ukuthi ngempela niyaphindele ukuthi ke niye emasisweni. Thathe emasisweni. Ukuthi ke akuyona ukufunela abantu inkululeko. It can't be fashionable. It can't say that it's this fashion now and tomorrow is another fashion. It's one thing. Fanele kube khona ukuthi there is continuity in mind and in doing, you know, because the organization okuthiwa i-ANC iyona esiyazi ukuthi ke yawubamba umsebenzi sawubambile namanje ukukhulula abantu base South Africa. There should not be breaks. Fanele bekhona i-continuity ekhona yokuthi ke basically noma kuhola bani noma u19 bani noma u20 bani kodwa kwenziwe into leyo edinga ukuthi mayenziwe ngendlela efanayo. Yeah, there must be a basic course ekhona. Now lokho ke kungenza ukuthi ke ngisho ukuthi ke sikhuluma kakhulu manjena nge-unity. Yeah, that is what the ANC needs. Because somewhere along the road we lost it. We lost it, you know. And I think everybody here knows that it's painful. It hasn't been a good thing that we learned there, where unity has been lost. So, yadinga ukubuya le unit. Yadinga ukubuya le unit. Akudingi ukuthi sikhulume ngayo. Sithi we want unity, we want unity. We must know ukuthi unity iyasetshenzelwa. It's not something we should just come because you sing it as a slogan. Iyasetshenzelwa. It comes day by day by what you do. Every minute and every hour and every moment of your life over a period of time. You see, we can talk about unity as long as we like, unless we decide we're going to live it in us, singly and collectively, you know. Yasetshenzelo. I-unity yasetshenzelo. Angikwazi ukucula. Iyasetshenzelwa kulapho ke. So some of us esesineminyaka ehambile neinsuku engcosana emhlabeni were watching ukuthi leyo unity niyayisebenzela na nibambisane. I think lessons have been learned. Everybody knows that there is no other way. You know, there isn't. And lessons have been learned. Luthuli, Dube, Pietermaritzburg, Bani, nobani, Babutha, Basbonke mean. I'm their generation and the present generation. Bonke labe khona. Bayithatha ANC bayibeka lapha la ikhona because They were just following the rules. Leyo unity yayikon. Babe igadile. Please bring it back. Thank you.
Unity yasetyenzelwa alala yasetyenze unity yasetyenzelwa alala yasetyenze alala yasetyenze halala yasetyenze mandla sikuzwe kahle dokotela, you were very clear, sikuzwe kahle kakhulu, and I was worried that you might defy my order for 3 minutes. Ngiyakwazi kodwa thank you very much. Makabani, I did say kubafundisi earlier that I'm sure it's fine when we shout slogans in a church. They said, yeah, no, absolutely, for today. So, ningacula your revolutionary song, ningathuk. You have a permission. Let me take this opportunity again. Njengoba Shilot, we don't want to waste a lot of time to now invite President of the ANC, President Cyril Ramaphosa, to come and offer his remarks. Mongameli.
Viva ANC, viva! Viva ANC, viva! Long live the spirit of Chief Albert Luthuli, long live! Long live the spirit of Chief Albert Luthuli, long live! Sanbona, Dumela, Abshe, Abshe, Demasiari, Demasiari, Miavuma. No. Sifanele ukuthi izolo besise enyokeni nenkokheli ze-ANC masifika lapha sathola isilo nabanye angibazi ukuthi babizwa amabutho noma babizwani kodwa bebegida lapha befake amabheshu so base bayasibiza ke ukuthi sibajoyine mina ngaba namahloni ngathi hayi bengicela ukuthi no ngingangeni, bathi no woza, ngathi no ngifaka isuit, bengakwazi ukungena kahle uma bengifaka ibheshu nami, bathi no uzawulithola lakho ibheshu, ngena manje. Ngase ngiyangena ke walandela uDP no SG no National Chairperson no TG. Abanye bathi basibonile ku television, angizange ngiyibuke i-television, kodwa abantu babheka i-rhythm ukuthi ubani one-rhythm enhle. National Chairperson bavele bambona nje ukuthi imlahlile i-rhythm. Sorry, basho njalo akusho mina. uDP yena bathi isagila usibambe ngala ku left. So abantu ku social media ba interpret izinto ngendlela yabo, bathi no kusho ukuthi uDP azange ashaywe ngenduku. That's why ibambe ngapha ku left. So ungamangali ngelinye ilanga bazokushaya ngenduku, bafuna ukubona ukuthi. And mina ke I resolved ukuthi ngizawucela ukuthi nginikwe ibheshu. Kudala ngibona upresident Zuma ngeke ngabona noKhabazela eyithombeni bafaka amabheshu, and angizange ngize ngifike egabeni lokuthi mhlambe nami one day ngizawufuna ukuthi ngibe nelami ibheshu. So ngizalifuna elami ibheshu, niza ngibona one day ngiya kahle ngifaka ibheshu. So ngikusho lokho ngoba ngahlebela uNational Chairperson ngathi Sihlalo nami ngizofuna elami ibheshu. uNational Chairperson wathi hey President, angazi ukuthi uzobukeka kanjani, ungathi ngeke likufanele. Ngizalifuna elami ibheshu because it's important as we embark on a nation building project ukuthi sisonke as South Africans lento ye social cohesion and nation building singenele sonke. If ngila eKZN ngizawufaka ibheshu, if ngile eMalamulele ngizawufaka umtsheka, if ngikwenye indawo, if ngise Free State ke tla apara kubo ke be Mosotho 180. If ngikwenye indawo I will dress the way they do. So that's why ngithi mangiqala ngithi abisheni anginizwa kahle, mangithi ndimasiyari anginizwa kahle. Abisheni no, anithi siyavuma. Mangithi abisheni sithi ahe. Abisheni awuzwa ke. Uma ngithi ndimasiyari nithi abude. Ndimasiyari aniboni ke, ningathi siyavuma nje. Mangiqale ke ngokubingelela umndeni ka Chief Albert Luthuli and say that we are especially pleased and humbled to be here. We thank you ngalendlela enisamukela ngayo. Okwesibili mina ngifika la, yebo, the last time ngafika for 2 minutes, namhlanje I'm here for an hour and more. Next time I will stay for the whole day. Ngibingelele inkokheli zika African National Congress, the national officials, the National Executive Committee members who are here. A number of them have been going around with us since yesterday, as you have heard. We are very pleased today to be joined by Comrade Kabazela and Comrade Nkosazana. They couldn't join us izolo. So we are very happy that they are here with us today. Abanye, they've been going around with us, and we are very pleased with that. Premier Way to Comrade Willis is here. Now Comrade Premier Way to Bingelela nawe. Abanye ma comrades who've been going around with us. Comrade Peggy is not here, he has left already. Comrade Malusi usekhona. Comrade Senzo, Comrade Sihle, Comrade Mabuya Kulu is not here. Omunye wayengekho izolo, Comrade Nomusa, siyabonga kakhulu kuba khona kwakho. And nani nonke ma comrades, we thank you. The leadership of the Women's League, President wethu we Women's League, wayekhona izolo, na namhlanje usekhona, sidle inyama na izolo, kwanongoma, siyabonga. Comrade President. Mangithi President kuye uthi hayi ungangibizi President, singontanga uPresident nami nguPresident. Comrades and leaders of our movement, ngibingelele nabefundisi who are here. Siyabonga befundisi the way nisamukele ngayo, and also to give us this opportunity ukuthi sibe kuleli sonto. As national officials, ngiyengachaza sile thuneni lika Babu Dube ukuthi the very first decision we took, if you like, on the hoof, sibe ngeenyawo, was lo msebenzi osukuwo manje. Sa decide ukuthi that was in fact the first historic decision that the officials ever made. For January 8th, on the birthday of the ANC and leading up to the rally ezoba East London, May 13, that we are going to be going around to the graves of our former leaders. Leaders who have led this glorious movement over the years, and here in KZN, particularly leaders who were there right at the beginning, including Chief Albert Luthuli. So we started off in Gauteng, Sia Etuneni Liga, Comrade O.R. Tambo, National Chairperson led us there, and we then went to Etuna Liga, John Langalibalele Dube, Deputy President, National Chair, Baye Pietermaritzburg, Etuna Liga, President Gumede, and Saya nasekhayeni likaseme for kumbula uPresident Pixley Isaac Seme. After this, sizawuhamba siye Eastern Cape. We are going to go to other grave sites to go and lay wreaths. And this we're going to do etuneni lika President Kluma, and after that ezinye inkokheli bezikhona uHubusana and the others. We will also go to the grave sites of the mother leaders of our movement, or Charlotte Maxeke, or Lillian Goi, nabanye. We will go and visit and lay wreaths, and we thought it was important to go to, at this moment, this 106th celebration of the existence of our movement, we should go around and rekindle the history of our movement, but also go back to our roots, because we are a movement that has deep roots that spread throughout the country. If you look at all the, say, 23 parties that exist, say, in our parliament today, we're the only movement that has a detailed history of the leadership of its organization, but also a detailed history of how deep the roots spread. And I've been saying, Guti, we've got a number of provinces that are legends, provinces that are homes of legends of our movement. KZN is one such province. It is a home of the legends, outstanding legends of our movement. And today, we are pleased and proud that we are at the home of another great legend of our movement, Chief Albert Luthuli. And we are pleased that the family gave us this man to be a leader of our movement, and also gives us the opportunity and his name to remember him fondly as we do. And the family made a great sacrifice to hand him over to the nation, to serve the nation. So we thank you as a family for the sacrifices that you have made and for handing Chief Albert Luthuli to us, the people of South Africa. We say thank you. I am going to be very brief, but I want to particularly remember Inkokheli to Chief Albert Luthuli and his heritage to our movement around 10 attributes. 10 attributes that stand out. Attributes that I believe we should always keep in mind as leaders of our movement and as members of the African National Congress. And what are those attributes? The first was his courage. He was an enormously courageous person. The second was his commitment to unity, unifying the African National Congress. And the third was the way he marshaled the forces that were arrayed against an oppressive system and was able, during his tenure as the President General of the African National Congress, to corral the various forces and lead the struggle that has finally led to our liberation. The other one was how, during his presidency, he bequeathed the Freedom Charter to us. And the fifth one was his internationalism, how he was able to marshal international forces against apartheid, and how he championed the rights of women, and how, even at that stage, in a very practical sense, although he was stopped by apartheid, he got involved in implementing what today we call radical socio-economic transformation. I want to talk about that. And also how he promoted the spirit of volunteerism within the ranks of our movement, and also the non-racialism project, and how Chief Albert Luthuli was committed to it. And lastly, and not least, his modesty, his humility as a leader, as a chief, and as a deeply religious person. Because the man that we are paying tribute today, on the birthday of the African National Congress, was a deeply peaceful man. But much as he was peaceful, he was not a coward. He promoted peace. He struggled with the notion of the armed struggle. When Comrade Mandela and them had decided that, yes, we must embark on the armed struggle, they had their own doubts and misgivings about going to the President General of the ANC and tell him that we believe that the only way is to finally embark on the armed struggle. But he showed courage. He was peaceful, but he was also a man of great courage. He therefore was not a coward. And this is a great attribute that is needed in a leader, that you should remain rooted in principles that you believe in, but at the same time, you must show courage to move forward and to take steps that may appear to be also risky. He understood that a struggle must be waged to achieve peace, and he consciously became part of that struggle, even at a great personal cost for himself. The dialectic between, struggle and being able to reach some measure of a compromise, he understood, and he was able to engage in that. When he was given an ultimatum by the Minister of Native Affairs, ukuthi akhethe, what does he really want to do? Does he want to remain a chief, or does he want to choose the African National Congress? Chief Albert Luthuli was very clear in his head. He says, I choose the African National Congress. Because he knew that in doing so, he was choosing the struggle. He was choosing to be on the side of the struggling masses of our people. And through that, he had to make a choice between prestige and personal comfort, and he chose that he was going to go down the struggle route. This was a remarkable choice and a remarkable gesture, because by choosing the ANC at a time when just a mere association with the African National Congress could result in constant harassment and torture by security police, it could also result in long prison terms, and in the end he was arrested, and in the end he spent time in prison, and in the end he spent time during the treason trial, being harassed, being persecuted, and being banished, and it could even have resulted in death. So namhlanje, comrades, when we are here in what I call the hallowed grounds of Groutville, we are here to pay tribute and to remember a great leader in the annals of our organization. He was courageous, who sacrificed himself for the freedom of our people. And it is important that in all this we should thank not only the Luthuli family, but we should thank all the other families. We should thank the Dube family, we should thank the Seme family, the Gumede family, just within the space of what we've been talking about today. Indeed, there are many other families that we have to thank. And we thank them for sharing their loved ones, for making the sacrifices that I was talking about. Because we need to emulate the selflessness of President Luthuli and be prepared ourselves to make the necessary sacrifices to achieve the South Africa esithi siyayifuna. He lived a life of courage in the face of adversity. And he demonstrated a selfless dedication to the ideals of our freedom, also in the ideals of justice and equity. One of Chief Albert Luthuli's greatest contribution was in the manner that he was able to marshal anti-apartheid forces in South Africa across the racial divide. And he did that at a national level, not only at a provincial level. It was during his tenure that the Congress of the People in 1955 adopted the Freedom Charter. And once the Freedom Charter had been drafted and had been taken to him as the drafted document, he had his own doubts, because there are quite a number of people who had said this is a communist document and all that. But to show that he had the courage of leadership, he said that the African National Congress must adopt this document. And that is why I highlight this great achievement under his leadership, of which in the end he bequeathed to us as the African National Congress this great document, which remains the basic policy of our organization. We also learned from Nkosi Luthuli the importance of reconciliation, national unity, as well as social cohesion. Because that is what he lived for, to reconcile, to promote national cohesion, and to promote unity, as we had from his daughter. President Luthuli did more than many of his time in shaping the non-racial character of the ANC, which we now have the responsibility to safeguard. It could never have been very popular in those days to talk about non-racialism, but he was one of those leaders who spoke strongly about non-racialism. But one of the key attributes President Batabile Dlamini, that Chief Albert Luthuli would stand for, is how he championed women's rights. And he championed women's rights at a time when it was not popular to do so. Yeah, it was not popular. It was not even sexy to talk about women's rights in those days. He actively campaigned for the rights of women to participate in very practical terms as equals in the public life and in the liberation struggle. He began to encourage women's participation in community activities within his chieftaindom during the 1930s and the 1940s. This is something that I did not know about, and I doubt if many people knew about. He invited women to take an active part in resolving disputes that came before the Tribal Council. He was also the first to propose the inclusion of women on the Zulu Royal Advisory Council that was being planned during the early 1940s. He was far ahead of his peers in seeing the injustice of patriarchal relations. And I think in the end, President O.R. Tambo then led the charge after President Luthuli was no more, because it was President O.R. Tambo who really put the issue of women on the radar of the African National Congress. It was President O.R. Tambo who advocated the rights of women in the ANC, the rights of women in society broadly, and that is one thing that we can applaud President O.R. Tambo for, that he championed those rights. And we can say today with the women in the African National Congress, their position, the role they play, can be attributed to the role, the leadership that was shown by Chief Albert Luthuli and President O.R. Tambo. And we say thank you to those two leaders for having done so. And comrades, we draw inspiration from Chief Albert Luthuli's visionary leadership and determination to ensure that women are represented throughout our movement in the way that they are. And in celebrating the legacy of Inkosi Albert Luthuli, let us also learn from his example of self-reliance and hard work. He led by example, as we have already heard, as a sugarcane farmer, a small post office operator, a transportation entrepreneur and teacher, while also holding other positions as both provincial and national structures in sports, in education, in faith-based organization. So he was a multi-dimensional person. Ngapha wayephethe zomnotho, ngapha wayephethe ezamasonto, eyinkosi. He was involved in sports, he was involved in politics. He was a multi-rounded leader of our people. And I'm yet to meet such a well-rounded leader namhlanje within the ranks of our movement. He was a great leader par excellence, and we can learn from the leadership that he showed and exercised. Our people should learn from him to do everything possible to play a significant role in creating a better life for our people, because he was involved with small sugarcane farmers. And today we've heard Uguti, the efforts that he sought to put in place were thwarted, were frustrated by the then apartheid government. And as we face the challenge of poverty, inequality, and unemployment, we must forge ahead with the whole project of radical socio-economic transformation without an apology, without even giving an excuse to anyone, because this project originates Aikalizol. It started way back, and President Albert Luthuli was at the apex of leading this process in a very practical way. So if Kuluma about people who have been leading the radical socio-economic transformation process, we only need to look back into history and we will find the key advocates of this policy. So we are not mad, we are not crazy. Asihlanyi when we talk about radical socio-economic transformation. For those who think we are, asihlanyi. Now we have to fulfill Chief Albert Luthuli's dream and quest, that the contribution of the black majority to the South African economy is recognized. He spoke in very practical terms about this concept of radical socio-economic transformation. When he gave his acceptance speech after being awarded the Nobel Prize, he said, "It is claimed that white men built everything that is worthwhile in the country. Its cities, its industries, its mines, its agriculture, and that they alone are thus fitted and entitled as of right to own and control these things, whilst black men are only temporary sojourners in those cities, fitted only for the menial labor and unfit to share political power, and in the end, the economic power." End quote. We already see how Chief Albert Luthuli was a far-sighted leader of our people. Yes, taking his inspiration from the Freedom Charter, but projecting it to the whole economy at an international level and saying we are being relegated just to being menial laborers, to being spectators of this economy which is purported to be built by white men. And essentially what he was saying is that we are the ones as black people who are building this economy. We are the ones who work in the mines. We are the ones who work on the farms. We are the ones who work in the factories. And therefore, we are entitled to have a share of the wealth that we are creating. That is what he was saying. Now, comrades, this is not being said in 1994. This is being said in 1950-something when he received the Nobel Prize. This is 61. This is being said emanating from the Freedom Charter. So we cannot be mad. We cannot be mad if after our conference we emerge with a resolution that says radical socio-economic transformation is the policy of the African National Congress. And we are going to make sure We are going to make sure that it is implemented, but we are going to go further. We are going to go further and make sure that it is implemented in practical ways, where it is going to benefit the majority of our people and not just a few chosen people. That is what, comrades, you see, it's so simple. Sasizwile ukuthi, what was Chief Albert Luthuli doing here? What was he doing? He was working with sugarcane farmers. He was promoting economic empowerment here in a very practical way. And he was doing it in a way that would benefit not somebody in Johannesburg, not somebody in Cape Town, not somebody in Zurich. He was doing it in a way that would benefit the people here, right on the ground, Konala, where he was. That is how you promote a radical economic transformation. And comrades, that is what we are committed to. And we are going to make sure that even when it comes to the land question, when we implement that resolution that was taken at the conference of radical, which is part of the radical economic transformation process, but the question or the process of taking land, and it's not really even taking, it's restoring land to the original owners of the land. That is what we are doing. It is a restoration process, and it's not going to be smash and grab. We are going to make sure what it happens, and as it happens, we will keep in mind Ogoti, yes, we secure the food security. We are going to keep in mind that farm production must not go down, it must go up. We are going to make sure that our economy does not nosedive, but our economy keeps going up. So what that gives us, as we take land without compensation, as we restore land without compensation, we are going to make sure that we grow our economy, we empower our people, we make sure that our people, ordinary people at the ground level, are the beneficiaries. Well, that's what we are going to do. And comrades, this is something we are committed to, and we are going to come up with strategies, tactics, and plans to implement this. Now, comrades, I'm talking like this because coming here gives me so much inspiration to talk about what Chief Albert Luthuli, in very practical terms, used to do to push the project of radical socio-economic transformation. And I would even say, those who write books must write at length about this aspect of his life. This multidimensional man, this man who led across various spheres, in sports, in the church, in politics, in business, in everything that he did, he gave leadership. And he was trying to advance the cause of our people. So today, as we pay homage to this remarkable leader, this leader who I wish could have been alive so that some of us can sit at his feet and learn precisely what he was trying to achieve for our people. So he was a real beacon of hope, and he was a moral giant of no comparison, who earned the admiration of many in our country and the world. The fact that the Swedes decided to give him a Nobel Prize, the first African, the first black man to receive the Nobel Prize was more than history in the making. And it was given to a son of the soil from here. A person who was molded, who was formed, who was created in the way that he finally became by his movement, the African National Congress, and indeed his church. He believed strongly that leaders are essentially the servants of the people. And that is where his modesty comes from. He was modest, he was honest, he was driven by service to our people in the most honest way. And he inculcated, especially among young people, the spirit of volunteerism. Let us remember Oguti's presidency was during the time of Defiance campaign. Defiance campaign which required volunteers. And he not only led on that, but he also inculcated the spirit of volunteerism. And would today that we should spread this spirit of volunteerism, which abantu, they must just keep volunteering for the common good of our people. Sometimes this is interfered with the need for a lot of money that is often demanded, a lot of money that is often pushed underneath the table. Comrade Chief Albert Luthuli would have a dim view of that. So we need to continue inculcating the spirit of volunteerism in political as well as social programs aimed at the development of our people. Now, given the challenges we face today, we need the spirit of Chief Albert Luthuli to encourage more South Africans to commit genuinely to the struggle of our people, motivated not by personal material benefit, but by the desire to serve society. Sifuna ama-volunteer akaLuthuli. Kwangathi kuma-program wethu singabuyela futhi kulesiya spirit sokuba nama-volunteer akaLuthuli. Sithi, those are the volunteers that we want and need, because ngesikhathi sama-volunteer akaLuthuli we were able to move our struggle many times forward. Chief Albert Luthuli was deeply committed to non-racialism, as I've already said. He held the view that the apex of human achievement is freedom and indeed not slavery. He maintained that there could be no peace without freedom, and justice for all the people of South Africa was something that could not be compromised. So let us continue, comrades, drawing lessons from his life, but more particularly as we unite our movement. He was Mr. Unity personified. He believed in unity, and I have already said, the greatest task that faces us as a movement is to renew our movement, to rebuild our movement, but to unite our movement as well. This great task also faces us here in KZN. Lapa e KZN, the immediate task is to unite the African National Congress. Because, comrades, we cannot afford to have a divided ANC here in KZN. It weakens the entire African National Congress. It weakens us. We will go to the 2019 elections limping if we are not united. In order for the African National Congress to win the 2019 elections decisively, it requires that here in KZN we should be united. Without unity here, we are weakened. Without unity here in KZN, the ANC will not be able to perform as it should nationally. You must remember, ukuthi as KZN, you are part of the whole. And if one of the parts of this whole is weakened and not operating with all the cylinders functioning well, then the whole vehicle becomes weakened. So the plea that we make to the leadership of our people here in KZN is that unity is not a choice. Unity is a must. And unity, comrades, is not an option. You cannot say you are opting for unity and you are opting for disunity. It cannot be. And in forging unity, comrades, compromises have to be made. Sacrifices have to be made. And we've got to confront very difficult issues. That is what we have to do. If kunezinto ebesingakhulumi ngazo amongst us, we must sit down and talk about those difficult issues in order to find one another and find unity. So comrades, a project here to Lapa, and I'm happy that we've got NEC members who are from this province, we've got provincial leaders who are from this province, we've got regional leaders and branch leaders who are from this province. And we are saying a clear instruction from our forebears, from the presidents of the ANC, from John Langalibalele Dube. His spirit is saying unity must happen. uPixley Isakaseme, where we've just come from, he's also preaching unity. Chief Albert Luthuli is also preaching unity. As the president, there must be unity, and unity is not a choice, it is a must. So comrades, we will be coming back as the national leadership to work with our comrades here to find unity. We are going to make sure Uguti KZN is united. And as I was saying, whether you like it or you don't like it, you will be united. Ngiyabonga.
That was new ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa speaking at the United Congressional Church of Southern Africa, which is the late ANC leader Albert Luthuli's church. There's Paul Mashatile, the Treasurer General, now speaking. Let's listen to what he has to say.
Comrades, usihlalo nesecretary beregion mabasondele, president come back. They want to present a token of appreciation to you on behalf of the region. Sihlalo sondela leadership region.
We have noticed the president was struggling, and then we said, let us intervene quickly so that this is
are going to go out.
All right, Paul Mashatile speaking now. Sorry for that falling camera, but you could see there Cyril Ramaphosa presented with a gift by the ANC KwaZulu-Natal leadership, and that was the Zulu shield and stick. Earlier he was laughing at him and his entourage's mistakes earlier in a Zulu dance, holding the stick in the wrong hand. So a lot of joviality there. Let's see if Paul Mashatile is saying anything of worth. The Treasurer General, and this is of course as all ANC leaders are paying tribute to their predecessors. Let's listen in for a short while.
Will be the end of the ceremony. Asabuing up. Bafundis, I'm sure khona into enizofuna ukuyenza ngaphandle. Sondela, Reverend. Before we lay the wreath or after? After nizothandaza. Okay, after we lay the wreath, abafundisi bazawuthandaza, or the regional chair will thank us. No, regional secretary. Abafundisi bathandaze sesiyavala. Sesiyavala. Tokotela. We? Oh, yes. My apology. There is a visit led by the president that will go to the museum. It's just a short talk, President, before you take off to visit the museum. That will be the last activity. Can we now allow the president, the family, followed by the leadership, to start moving to the graveside? Bafundisi landelani na.
Right, so what's happening now in Stanger in KwaZulu-Natal at the United Congressional Church of Southern Africa, the ANC leaders will go outside to lay a wreath on the grave of Chief Albert Luthuli, and of course this is a part of commemorations in the run-up to the anniversary, the big celebrations on Thursday. Current ANC leaders paying tribute to their predecessors, and just some interesting things that Cyril Ramaphosa, the new ANC president, said, talking about radical economic transformation, and a lot of focus right now on the ANC's land policy. I remember he is seen as the business-friendly president, but repeating what many of his colleagues are saying, that there will be land expropriation without compensation. He was, however, keen to assure the country that that will not lead to economic decline, maybe thinking of Zimbabwe in the back of his mind there, but saying that they want to do this in a way that encourages economic growth rather than discourages it, that farming output will go up rather than down, and that the people on the ground would benefit. And he was saying that Albert Luthuli himself would have approved of any policies that recognized black people for their economic contribution and distributed wealth, given the fact that they were excluded from the economy for so long, the mainstream economy. Some other things saying about O.R. Tambo, that he pushed for the rights of women before that was sexy, and also talking to current KZN leaders. And of course this was clear in the run-up to the delegation, the conference in December, that there was disunity in the KZN, this very big province when it comes to ANC paid up members, and he called for unity in that province, saying that disunity is a threat. Disunity in KwaZulu-Natal is a threat to the entire ANC.
I'm fine. I'm fine here. I'm fine.
No, you are not. Right now, I'm getting your bag.
Can I leave it? Can I take it out?
Your bag, I mean. Oh, sorry. On my shot, please. Guys. Excuse me. You are in my shot.
All right, we see the preparation for the wreath-laying ceremony on the grave of Albert Luthuli. Cyril Ramaphosa inside the church, saying that he was the first black man to receive a Nobel Peace Prize, the first African. History made at a time when that was hardly conceivable, and paying tribute to him, saying Albert Luthuli, what he lived was this ethos that leaders are essentially the servants of the people. They are there to serve, and also in his tribute saying that Albert Luthuli chose the ANC at a time when leaders were being persecuted, at a time when that was in fact risky to one's life. And this, of course, in the run-up to the 13th. Remember, it's still called the January the 8th statement, when the ANC outlines its plans, policies, ideas for the year ahead. But that'll happen on Thursday. This happening today, Cyril Ramaphosa about to lay that wreath. Okay, so that wreath has been laid on Albert Luthuli's grave outside his church, the United Congregational Church of Southern Africa, and that's in Stanger in KwaZulu-Natal. A lot of the new top 6 involved in this wreath-laying ceremony taking place at various destinations across the country. Cyril Ramaphosa, we heard from the Treasurer General Paul Mashatile. There in the distance you can see the ANC Women's League President Pietermaritzburg Dlamini, and they have warmly embraced for the cameras earlier. There of course has been speculation about this rift in the party and about relations specifically between Pietermaritzburg Dlamini and Cyril Ramaphosa. She was firmly in the Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma camp ahead of the ANC conference in December. I'm going to hand you over to my colleague Inanda on the ground in KwaZulu-Natal.
Amen. Siyakubonga Nkosi uNkulunkulu ongcwele ngalomhlabathi esimi phezukwawo. Ukuma kwethu Nkosi kuuphawu nesibonakaliso sokuhlonipha nokuveza uthando uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele olungenamkhawulo olungapheliyo. Esithanda ngalo nesihlonipha ngalo Nkosi lomholi olele kule ndawo. Siyakhuleka egameni lenkosi uJesu ukuthi Nkosi uNkulunkulu ongcwele ngenxa yempilo yakhe nangenxa lokho ayikholelwa yikho nangenxa lokho akwenzile thina sisele nganeno sifunde senze qhubeke naloko Nkosi okuhle esikubone kuye. Khulekela ukuthi Nkosi umoya wakhe uNkulunkulu wethu ongcwele uphumule ngokuthula kuthi thina sele Nkosi sichaphazelwe uNkulunkulu ongcwele impilo yakhe siqhubeke siphambili kuthi lokho yena angafinyelelanga kukho kodwa Nkosi uNkulunkulu ongcwele sibonakale sifinyelela kukho thina ngenxa yomfutho nokuvuselelwa nenkuthazo esithola ekwenzeni kwakhe. Siyakuthandaza konke lokhu, siyakucela ukuthi usenzele kona egameni lenkosi yethu Jesu Kristu. Bese kuthi umusa wenkosi yethu Jesu Kristu, thando likaNkulunkulu, ubudlelwano bukaMoya Ongcwele kube nathi sonke manje kuze kube phakade. Amen, amen.
Right, if you've just tuned in, what we've witnessed is a wreath-laying ceremony and prayer. This is at the grave of Chief Albert Luthuli, and part of the run-up to the ANC's anniversary celebrations this weekend. Various leaders have been laying various wreaths to honour former leaders at various destinations in the country. This was in Stanger in KwaZulu-Natal. And earlier we heard from the ANC President, Cyril Ramaphosa, paying tribute to Albert Luthuli, the first black man, the first African to receive a Nobel Peace Prize, a servant of the people, someone who chose the party, he said, at a time when that wasn't popular, when ANC leaders were being persecuted, sent out of the country, facing trial, facing death. And this is part of those commemorations. Also bringing up Albert Luthuli's economic ideas, that there needs to be a sharing of the wealth and economic distribution, saying that there will be land expropriation without compensation. Let's listen in once more.
Ekhaya lomholi obelwela kakhulu uxolo uphinde ngikhulume nangoxolo ngesikhathi silapha ngomcishamo wakho.
Nopala, we will allow the president to visit the museum with the family and those who have time to do so. But it's mainly the program, the president. You will get the museum is the president will go with the family. So abanye abantu bakhuluma. Ami ngakhuluma.
All right, and that's basically a wrap from Stanger in KwaZulu-Natal. Some of the ANC top 6 leaders appearing together, and this, of course, the first week where they're all together in these run-up wreath-laying ceremonies ahead of the party's celebrations.